falsely accused was you.
Clock in. We back with another reaction video. You feel me? We got BMF season 3, episode 7. It's the promo slash trailer to it. We're gonna react to it. You know what I mean? The title of the upcoming episode is called Get 'Em Home. You know what I'm saying? About to see what it's here for, man. I looked up, you know what I'm saying, the description to this upcoming episode. And I ain't gonna read the description or nothing like that. But I did see in there that, you know what I mean, definitely just based off of last episode, you know what I mean? You know, what Meat said when he found out that them boys on the back of his neck, you know what I'm saying? He said he gonna go down, you know what I mean? We'll go to St. Louis and, you know what I'm saying, link up with, you know what I'm saying, his homie Jay Pusher and, you know what I'm saying, like, see how shit, try to, what I mean, get shit going down there, make sure shit's smooth and shit, you know what I mean, and, have shit going groovy down there, you dig. But, and while he on, you know what I'm saying, that journey in St. Louis, he find a new love interest, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was saying in the description, you dig. But dumbass, you know what I'm saying, thought that we been seeing, you know what I'm saying, her and the character that she was presenting already on screen as the angel character. When I went back and looked up and seen that, oh, that's not Sweetie, so I'm like, oh, alright, you know what I mean, a nigga need to actually know who the fuck, you know what I mean, that, she is, what she look like and all that shit before I even start saying, oh, that's her and shit. Woo, woo. But I guess that's what we gonna get introduced into her character this season. Just looking off of, the little picture to the upcoming, like, shit go for Meech, man. It seemed like this might be a strong, heavy Meech episode. Might be seeing Meech like at least about a good 60-65% of the episode. We still gonna, catch up on Terry and them, I'm assuming, Raw Dog Charles and the battle between Charles and Dr. Maurice and, Lucille just right in the middle. Who gonna get Lucille? Because that shit just getting crazy and spicy. No cap. Both of them shooting their best shots right now. Yeah, I mean, like, but yeah, man, like, and it's definitely gonna be interesting, man. But I'm gonna quit yapping my gums and shit. About to get right into this, trailer slash promo with, to the next upcoming episode.
Want to be a daddy? Stay up all night and take care of that baby instead of wandering in and out at your leisure to that ugly bitch over there.
Mmm. Mmm. Hold on. Replay that.
You
Real
want to be a
quick.
daddy? Stay up all night and take care of that baby instead of wandering in and out at your leisure to that ugly bitch over there.
Mmm. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, we still gonna be, catching up, what was gonna be happening in Detroit with Terry and, what I'm saying, with one, he, I'ma assume this episode he gonna figure out what happened to fucking Diz and how his ass got fucking barbecued by Henry. Henry fucking cooked his ass like, yo, like, barbecue chicken. That's what that nigga is now. Like what? Man, that shit was fucking wicked. Like, he gonna have to figure out what he gonna do on that standpoint, because at the end of the day, yeah, you went to her father and he said, I'm gonna see what we'll see what I could do by talking to my daughter and shit like that. But that bitch ain't playing around. There ain't no talking to her ass, yo. Sad to say, what I mean, Terry gonna have to take her out and probably gonna have to kill her pops too, cause at the end of the day, her pops, what I mean, you seen what, fucking Henrietta and Blaze fuck around and, they just start going at it, cause they, what I'm saying, at odds. The relationship shitty as fuck. Henry feel like her dad don't accept who she really is. Blaze like, shit, why can't you just be the daughter that I raised you up to be? Not being understanding, really open minded to, who, what I mean, her daughter, who, what I'm saying, his daughter, what I'm saying, is now as she a grown woman. You feel me? Like, what I'm saying? That's like that old saying, man, like, you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You could raise your child up to be, you know what I'm saying, a certain type of way, but as that, you know what I'm saying, child become an adult and start making decisions on their own, you know what I mean, you're gonna be making a lot of decisions, you know what I mean, that you as a parent ain't gonna agree with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta be supportive. You know what I mean? But at the same time, but back to the trailer and T, and you know what I'm saying, how you know, LaWanda was telling them at the beginning of this shit, right? You know, this trailer. Yo, T, you gonna have to choose, yo. It's either you gonna be there for your family that you built from scratch, A1 day one type shit, nigga, or you gonna keep fucking around with Markeisha fucking, you know what I'm saying? Little thot ass. She a you know, a cold thot. She cold thot. But yo, granted, you ain't see it last episode, but that bitch turned off your pagers, nigga. You couldn't even go to the motherfucking delivery on time if you wanted to, nigga. You was this close making it on time. And because, you know what I'm saying, you couldn't make it on time because she turned off the motherfucking pagers, bro. You don't know that. But yeah, this bitch playing mind games with you, bro. Fucking with your mental, my nigga. And you gotta be focused, bro. You gotta be focused. You want to be in, you know what I'm saying? Like she said, you want to be in your children's life, bro. You got to leave that chick alone, bro. Like, granted, like, I ain't even going to say be in your children's life. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have a relationship with Wanda, to choose, bro. Which one is it?
It has always been you and me, and it always will be.
I will decide.
Oh, no. No. Hold on. No, this nigga. No, Dr. Maurice didn't send the flowers to the motherfucking house for Lucille. After Lucille done told this motherfucker that she still staying, you know, her and Charles still stay in the same house. Nigga, you know they still stay in the same house. You know it's a possibility he gonna see them flowers and ask where, you know what I'm saying, she got them from or who's sending them. And he know it's you, nigga. Ooh. 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 At the same time, though, Charles, you low key need to holler at Dr. Maurice, though. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing hollering at your, you know what I'm saying, at like the job or, you know, at the park or they went on a little dinner date. But in the crib, though. In the crib. Sending shit to the crib. Shit, last episode, he was in the crib.
It has always been you and me, and it always will be.
I will decide who I spend my life with.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Where the fuck? Is they at the precinct? Yeah, I think so. What the fuck? What the fuck go down next episode where fucking Charles and Lucille either they leaving out of the precinct or they, you know what I'm saying, got questioned or I mean or they come into the precinct to get questioned or figure out what's going on, what happened, you know. I hope it ain't nothing dealing with Nicole, and I hope it ain't, you know, shit, it should be nothing dealing with T. Is it? I don't know. I don't know. Damn.
I spend my life with.
You might not make it, all right? Body's just bad for business.
Hold on. Hold on. So, this the Sweetie's character, right? If I'm not mistaken, Comment down below if I'm wrong or not. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm not mistaken, that's the Sweetie's character. If I'm not mistaken, that's Sweetie's right there in her character. But Meech going to St. Louis, and it is not gonna be easy selling. It seemed like Meech is going to some bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, cause that's the Sweetie's character right here. If I'm not mistaken, and well, it looked like they had a baseball field and some shit pop off. You know what I mean?
You might not make it, alright? Bodies is bad for business.
Yeah, yeah, body's bad for business, man. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Eat and beef. You can't make no bread and beef for real, man. Oh wait, hold on now. Who the fuck is that? Swinging the fuck out of the baseball bat like they swinging for a home run home run hit. And that shit happened so fast, I really can't catch it. Yeah, that shit happened so fast, I cannot catch that shit. Mm. Yeah, that shit gonna be crazy, bro. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. But yeah, that shit gonna be crazy, bro. Shit gonna be crazy and motherfucking wicked. You know what I'm saying? It's a little longer this time. You know what I mean? Uh, 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that shit gonna be crazy next episode, man. It seemed like Meech, you know what I'm saying, gonna make it to motherfucking St. Louis, but he gonna be coming into some drama. Like it's gonna be some drama, you know what I'm saying? Like kinda a little bit how, the Atlanta shit started off, you know what I'm saying, somewhat, you know what I mean? Like it started off with a little bit of drama, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just gonna be intriguing to see what transpire out there in St. Louis. It's gonna be intriguing to see what T do next. You know what I mean? How he gonna handle that dead situation with Henrietta? What Officer Bryant gonna do next, man? He was on a rampage last episode. You know what I mean? Trying to, what I'm saying, get his get back on Henrietta, but fucked around and, you know what I'm saying, shit went south. Blaze was not trying to let that shit happen the way how, Detective Brian wanted it to go. But um, Brian also got fired from his job last, what I'm saying, episode. Like, we seen, um, in the future, he the one who arrested Terry in the show. Um, so he get back on the force somehow, some way. But for right now, you know what I mean, he's not no officer no more. You know what I'm saying? He is not no officer no more. Uh, the one detective is right now she on like she suspended. You know what I'm saying? After what happened with you know the one detective Don Anderson. Um, Shit. Damn, what else happened last episode? Oh yeah, that boy Remy, he gonna have to watch his back, cause his homie Claude or Clyde, whatever how you say his name, that motherfucker definitely about to backdoor the fuck out of me, bro. He ain't fucking with the way Remy moving. He ain't fucking with the fact that you know what I'm saying. Uh, he wasn't trying to listen to Meech before that battle with Trenchwood kicked off, and they could have teamed up and you know what I'm saying, kind of not uh, stop you know what I'm saying the whole shit from happening, but I guess minimize certain lives being taken. You know what I'm saying. And you know, especially when it comes to that little kid Milton, like. So they definitely blaming Remy, you know what I'm saying, or why that little kid, you know what I'm saying, Milton was taken out, which is Remy's fault. Like, the little kid Milton looked up to Remy. You know, if he ain't looked up to Remy as much as he did, he would never been there. You know what I'm saying? Remy should have definitely made sure every single body was, you know, stashed away, hide and safe and secure. But shit ain't go out like that. Uh, Clyde also ain't fucking with the way how other crews, you know, not only other crews, but they crew they self, you know what I'm saying, is running to the MKs and shit like that, and you know, joining them and shit. And I don't think they got their weight and they work together to where how they want it. So business is kind of slow for them right now too. So yeah, Clyde, like fuck that. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, create a plan with me too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to backdoor this nigga. Gonna have to see how shit play out, man. That shit gonna be motherfucking crazy and motherfucking wicked. But I'm gonna quit yapping my guns, man. That's all I got, man, for y'all. You know what I'm saying? The day you dig. And yeah, comment down below if I missed anything. If y'all wanna add anything, you dig, is more welcome. You feel me? And yeah, shit. When you press subscribe, you join that motherfucking Dinero movement. It's more than a motherfucking movement, it's a motherfucking lifestyle. You dig? And I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side, man. Y'all be smooth out this bitch.
I know you're somewhere, somewhere.